Familiar, you're familiar. So if you don't know by now, then you should probably get familiar.
Hello students, so here I am demonstrating an experiment belongs to BSc 4th SEM. So the experiment is actually a laser experiment. So the name of the experiment is diffraction of laser at straight wire. Okay, now so in this experiment, what is the aim of the experiment? You can see here, aim of the experiment is to determine the diameter of a metal wire. So we can take a thin metal wire, or we can consider a hairline, because hairline is very much thinner than a metal wire. So by following the phenomena of diffraction of laser beam. Now to find the diameter of the wire, so we have a formula here. Okay, so what is the formula? D is equal to capital D into lambda divided by beta. So we can explain the terms here as small d is equal to diameter of the thin wire. Okay, you have to find that. So that is the aim of the experiment. Then other parameters are capital D, so distance between the wire and the screen. So you have to measure that in the experiment. Okay, next beta. So beta is the distance between the successive spots. So once you have taken the diffraction spots, you have to measure the distance between the successive spots. So that is also experimental measurement. And we have lambda in the formula, right? So lambda is the wavelength of the laser beam used. So normally, so this value will be given to you. So we take 6500 angstrom unit for the laser beam as a wavelength. Okay. Now look at the tabular column for the measurements. So first you have to mention the capital D. Okay, capital D is the distance between the wire position and the screen. And then in the tabular column, so you can see that you have to mention the spot number starting from the bright spot at the center. So you just note down the number as 0, 1, 2 like that, then 3, 4, 5, etc. So depending upon number of spots we get, we can enter all those spot numbers here. Then the second line, distance x1 is nothing but we are measuring the distance of the first spot from the central spot here. Then distance of the second spot from the central spot, distance of the third spot from the central spot. Like that you have to measure the distances of the spots at one side. Then you continue the measurement here as x2. Okay, so if it is the first spot, second spot, third spot, continuation is here. Okay, 4th, 5th and 6th. Suppose if you have 6 spots, you may mention the distances of the 3 spots this side, distances of the another 3 spots here as x2. Okay, then the spot number will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. Okay, now let us see during the experiment how many spots we will get. Depending upon that we can mention the spot numbers, and then we can measure the distances x1 and x2. So once you know the distances as x1 and x2, suppose we have the gap between the x1 to x2 as 3 spots, then the distance between 3 spots is equal to x2 minus x1. Okay, so difference of these two. Okay, you have to write down that. Similarly, we have second trial, that is also giving distance between 3 spots. Then third trial also distance between 3 spots. Then we want the distance between successive spots, so that we can find out as beta equal to x2 minus x1. Whatever we measured the distance x2 minus x1 here should be divided by 3. Okay, that gives the distance between successive spots. So we can mention for the individual distance between the 3 spots divided by 3, adding all these 3 values and dividing by 3 again, because there are 3 trials here. Add the 3 values and divide by 3, you will get the mean value of beta. Okay, so once you know the value of D, capital D and beta, and lambda is given to you. Okay, you can substitute all values D, lambda and beta. So then you can calculate the small d. So what is the small d here? Small d is the diameter of the wire used. Okay, now let us go to the experiment and let us try to take the readings. Okay, now look at the experimental arrangement. So we have a laser source here. Okay, it is already switched on, and in front of the laser source we have an arrangement to fix the thin wire. Okay, so here is a metal stand, so on which we have a clamp. Okay, so at the center of the clamp we can see there is a thin hair line. Okay, instead of thin wire I have taken a thin hair line. So already the light spot is allowed to fall on the thin hair line. Okay, so it is showing like a bright spot. So at that hairline only the diffraction of laser light takes place. Okay, so in front of that hairline, so there should be a screen. Okay, so instead of the screen, so this wall surface, okay, itself is considered as screen here. So we can observe that already the laser light is diffracted on the airline and the diffraction spots are seen on the wall or screen, we can say. Okay, so now our aim is to take the distance between the successive spots. So how to take the distance between two successive spots? So you have to measure the distance of each spot on either side. Okay, so either one left side or right side you can choose. Okay, which side we have the clear visibility of the spots. At that side we can mark the spots on a graph sheet or a white paper also. Okay, so just keep a graph sheet for easy measurement, then just mark the number of spots obtained after diffraction of light here. Clear? Now let us see how we can take that. Okay, now look at the graph sheet. Okay, so at the place of screen I am keeping a graph sheet. Okay, to note down the position of the diffraction spots. So just to adjust the graph sheet position in such a way that all the diffraction spots are along a horizontal line of the graph sheet. Okay, so now this is the central bright spot. Just mark it as O, let us say, then central bright spot, and the next diffraction spot. So in the form of small lines we are getting the diffraction spots here. I will mark the center of the diffracted spot here as first diffraction spot, then second diffracted spot, third diffracted spot. Okay, then fourth one is here, then fifth one is here. Okay, then sixth one is here. So almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am able to see 6 diffracted spots. I am marking all the positions of the 6 spots on the graph sheet. Okay, so if you want you can just name them as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 0th one is the central bright spot. So you have to measure the distance of all those spots from the center. Okay, then you have to tabulate on the tabular column. Clear? Okay, fine. Okay, now look at the graph sheet. So where I have marked the diffraction spots. Okay, so here was the central spot O, and then the first diffracted spot is 1, then second 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the distance of the central spot to 1 is measured by drawing a line like this, and this width is found to be 0.7 centimeter. Similarly, the second spot from the central spot, the distance is measured by drawing another parallel line. Okay, so this width is found to be 1.3 centimeter. Then for the third one, the distance is found to be 2.0 centimeter. Then the fourth one is found to be, the width is 3.0 centimeter. Okay, then the fifth one is 3.7 centimeter. The last one, sixth spot, is found to be at the distance of 4.6 centimeter from the central spot O. Okay, now all these readings obtained from the graph sheet is to be noted in the tabular column, and then we need to calculate the distance between successive spots here. Okay, now you see I am measuring the capital D. So what is capital D? Capital D is the distance between the screen, okay, where you have taken the diffraction spots, to the position of the hairline or the wire. Okay, so it is fixed on the stand. So from this position of the hairline to the screen, so this is actually the capital D. So it is found to be how much? Now it is around 95 centimeter. We can see that it is 95 centimeter, capital D. You have to enter that into the tabular column now. Okay, now look at the tabular column. So I have already entered the readings obtained from the graph sheet. Okay, so whatever the distances measured for all the diffraction spots, so that is 0.7, 1.3, 2.0, 3.0, 3.7, 4.6. So these readings are tabulated here, right? So 0.7, 1.3, 2.0, 3.0, 3.7, 4.6. Like this you have to enter all the distances from the central spot. Okay, so first 3 spots readings are entered this side, another 3 spots readings are entered on the other side. Okay, as x1 and x2, so that it is easy for you to calculate the distance between 3 spots. Okay, so that is x2 minus x1. So 3.0 minus 0.7 is equal to 2.3, 3.7 minus 1.3 is equal to 2.4, 4.6 minus 2 is equal to 2.6. Like that we can calculate the distance between 3 successive spots. So if you divide these readings, by 3, why you have to divide by 3? Because 4 minus 1 is equal to 3, 5 minus 2 is equal to 3 again, 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. So distance between 3 spots is measured here. So you have to divide by 3 to get the distance between successive spots. That is called actually beta, correct? So beta is equal to x2 minus x1 by 3. So 2.3 by 3, 0.76, 2.4 by 3, 0.8, 2.6 divided by 3, 0.86. Okay, so like that you get the distance between successive spots in 3 trials. So you can take the mean value of all these 3, right? So mean value of all these 3 readings is found to be 0.80 centimeter. Okay, now the distance between the screen and the position of the thin wire is found to be how much? 95 centimeter, right? So 95 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter we can enter as capital D. Now come to the calculation. So in the main calculation, small d is the diameter of the thin wire, isn't it? So diameter of the thin wire, small d, is equal to capital D into lambda by beta is the formula. Okay, now substitute all the measurements. Capital D is how much? 95 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Okay, measured it already in the experiment. Here it is, correct? Then lambda is given value. How much it is? 6500 angstrom unit. So write it in the meter. 6500 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meter it is, correct? So beta is the mean value of these 3. So it is 0.8 centimeter. So we can write it as 0.8 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter again. Okay, all values are in SI units. So after calculating this, you will get the final result as 77.18 into 10 to the power of minus 6 meter. So that means you can write the value in the micrometer order, correct? 77.18 10 to the power minus 6 means micro, correct? 77.18 micrometer. Okay, so now you can write the final result like this. Result is thickness or diameter of the wire or even hairline. Okay, so that is found to be how much? 77.18 micrometer. Clear? So that is the final result in the experiment. So what is the experiment? The experiment is laser experiment, diffraction of laser at straight wire. Okay, so the experiment is completed once you get the value of thickness of the given wire. Clear? Thank you for watching.